What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Twilight 9 card, and this week we have the Genesis Invitational. Loaded field, fantastic golf course, usually one of the best leaderboards that happens all season long. We've won 6 straight weeks, and over the last 3 weeks, we're up over 5 units, so we're looking to keep that going. Let's jump right into the card. First one up, Max Homa, top 30, plus 125. One of our guys, we bet on him pretty much every single week, and he keeps winning us money. 2 key stats for this week. Driving distance and greens of regulation, and Max does both of those things very well. He averages 303 off the tee and is coming off a windy week in Pebble where he hits 70% of greens. Last year, he finished T5 at this event and is coming off a T7 at Pebble. I think this is a great spot for him to keep that going, especially he's an LA kid. Max Homa, top 30, plus 125. Next one up, top 20, Collin Morikawa, plus 138. When you talk about iron play, this is one of the guys that comes to mind. This season on tour, he ranks 7th in strokes gained approach, 10th in greens of regulation, and 30th around the greens. That's a great tee to green number. His last appearance on tour was a T7 at the Sony Open, and he finished T26 here at this event last season. This just feels like an event Collin Morikawa would win as a California kid, so I'm going to him top 20, plus 138. Next one, our guy, Rory McIlroy, top 10, plus 138. He had a T5 here last year, a T4 back in 2019. He's second on tour in driving distance this season, and his greens and regulation percentage has been getting better over the last couple weeks. He hit 79% at the Farmers and 70% in Phoenix, and I think he may have found something with the putter at the Waste Management, so we'll look to him to keep that going. Rory McIlroy, top 10, plus 138. Another top 10, Justin Thomas, plus 138. JT pretty much gave this tournament away in 2019, and he actually missed the cut here last season. I do not expect that to be the case this year. His driver, little cut off the tee, is way too good, and it fits way too well at Riviera. He hasn't finished outside the top 15 yet on tour. In strokes gained category, approach, around the greens, and putting, he's inside the top 20 in all of those categories. His game is in a great spot. I project JT to have a great week this week. Justin Thomas, top 10, plus 138. Next one's a top 30, Carlos Ortiz, plus 150. Carlos is coming off a great performance in the desert, finishing inside the top 5. He grabbed a top 10 at Riv back in 2019 and a T26 last season. He's in the top 40 on tour this year when it comes to greens and regulation, and hits it long enough to keep up with the big boys. I think he has another good week this week. Carlos Ortiz, top 30, plus 150. Last one's a top 30, Joaquin Niemann, plus 115. His last 2 starts are runner-ups, but he hasn't played since the Sony Open. He's 13th in driving distance this year, 12th in greens of regulation percentage. He hasn't put together a good outing, but I think his stats fit this golf course very, very well. I think it's lining up for a big week for Niemann, top 30, plus 115. And that's it, guys. That's the card for the Genesis Invitational. Enjoy the golf this weekend. The leaderboard is going to be stacked. The field's loaded, and Sunday afternoon should be sick. So enjoy the golf. Let's go win some money for the 7th week in a row. I'll talk to you guys next week.